here too.
So, welcome back to the insanity that is By the Dice and some changes.
Indeed.
Well, first of all, we are still sans pudgy, and this is a sad moment for us. There are feelings, all the feelings across the table. We will not express those because some of them might be incriminating. That being said,
he will be back. It's just his return got delayed.
Because the world is full of stupid people, and we will leave it like that.
That's a generous way to say that.
Thank you. So, anyway, announcements. First and foremost, tonight, thank you to Chris and Topanga for helping provide some form of sustenance. Thank you to Thomas for the lovely local vodka that I won't plug because hashtag not sponsored.
Yeah.
Thank you to my mom for the Cafe Toe coffee. They're a local brand around here. And while we are not sponsored by those guys, my mother is keeping us stocked in them and told me to let her know when we run out. So just on the basis of Cafe Toe does do a responsibly sourced organic coffee that's really smooth. Like, thank you for that. Thank you also to, well, let's see, that next one's you.
Thank you to Rip Reptiles, a local scaly baby rescue, for continued provisions of printing services as needed.
So much work there.
And of course, my favorite announcement.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to Maylene. This is my halfling.
I promise you, I'm going to eat her the same way I do the rest of the party. There are no favorites here. They all get to die.
We both have a backup character sheet on my phone.
Good.
Yay for equal treatment of
Good news is, well, yeah, I don't, race, color, creed, age, religion, I don't care. You're old enough to play, you're old enough to die.
Yeah, right.
I was so I remember I told you guys, I told my girl that, I was like super excited about my move I pulled off a couple episodes ago.
Yeah.
About diving off the tree and catching the thing. She was stuck on the fact that we burnt a bunch of people alive. She told me I'm not allowed to set him on fire. I'm like, I'm a dragon. I will try.
Wait, so your girlfriend told you you're not allowed to be so evil?
No, she told me not to set anybody on fire, and I was like, okay.
Twitch.
There's something wrong with my eye.
Which gives me Charlie, I'm gonna burn people. Yeah.
My wife's comment was, remind me not to get on your bad side.
Like,
we're threatened with insulin.
No!
Insulin under the tongue will kill you. And then they'll test because it's a naturally occurring chemical in your body. I was like, you scare me. I'm gonna behave.
that's when you go, I love you, baby. I'll try.
I'm like, yes, ma'am, mommy. Like, what do you want me to call you now?
I love you, baby. Okay, but I can't control other people's actions, and if I happen to help, it's so that I don't die.
Like, technically, I was an assistant to the
arsonistic patricide, yeah.
Yeah, your mother did that.
Yeah. So welcome to the insanity that is Nox Vitalia on the By the Dice channel. I hope you live long. May your character prosper. And in the words of one of my personal favorite movie series, may the odds be ever in your favor.
That's one of her favorite movie series too.
Have you seen Divergent, Insurgent, and Allegiant yet?
No.
You need to fix that.
I've seen Hunger Games.
Copycatism.
Hunger Games?
You and I,
The new one I want to see.
when your parents are okay with it, are gonna binge watch 3 movies.
That'll be okay.
You'll be down, trust me. They make the Hunger Games look like a cakewalk.
The girl in the pink hair with the purple top goes.
Effie.
Effie is oh my god, I love Effie.
Her arc was simply my favorite.
Anyway,
Hashtag not sponsored.
so, where we last left the party to recap from last episode and to give you an idea of where we'll be pulling you into. Everybody had burned down Kalora's familial heirloom home in Kastara. wiping out all of the family line that still remains, except for Kalora. On a percentile, you actually did succeed. So, you are the last living member of your line.
Kalora Macewind, favorite of Tiamat, last of her name.
Yeah, by the way, are
Doesn't
you
it make you
silver
royalty
or
now?
white?
No.
I decided that I'm being white.
Okay, I needed to know that. Thank you. You, on the other hand, are a little bit iffier about Kalora these days.
Oh yeah, we're having that whole little like silent
You're
feud.
you're technically part chromatic dragon.
Oh, so that part actually had like stuck.
Yeah, because you're part chromatic dragon, there's a little bit of you that makes you far more immune to being deceived or persuaded by Kalora. You get advantage on those rolls. According to the agreement that we struck, because it made sense canonically, not because it's something that isn't a homebrew thing.
Yep. I just don't I kind of like direct conversation past and not at you.
By the way,
Oh,
would you
we're
like
not
to try
talking.
this? That is that
Face to
vodka
face.
that Thomas brought. It's got a very sweet finish with a like kind of a dry and then a low slow burn at the back end. That's actually quite lovely.
Though I would say that it should be a flat
For
roll with
potatoes?
him specifically because
Not bad.
he's seen me choose the party over myself recently.
I'm driven by that place.
You said what was the deception and what?
Deception, persuasion, all of those things Kalora gets a disadvantage on for you.
I was thinking it should be a flat roll because he's seen me choose the party over myself at least once in the last 24 hours.
Okay, do you want that to be a Okay, here's my honest question to you as a player outside a game. Do you want that to be more as a disadvantage or more as a... Or are you willing to concede to that because you've known them for a while and they've proven themselves to you? Or do you want that to be a new thing that happened? At which
I'd say a
point...
disadvantage on persuasion.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Because
disadvantage
I
on
have-
persuasion, flat roll on deception. So we'll have half the penalties.
Just makes sense. I did tell you to take the party and leave.
I did like willingly help her with the other thing, so like,
Yeah, like...
I do trust her, but with what I had to do last week, I feel like she's less likely to deceive me because of the decision, but she can still talk me into shit.
Okay, so I am going to leave you guys to quietly cross-chatter amongst yourself as we left you in the temple. You are currently awaiting being received by the matron of the temple at this point. Having been told, hold on, we will get somebody to attend to you right before we quit. Now, that brings us further into the bowels of the city. Deep down past where the simpler things go. Where in the sewage systems where the pipes have run dry because the lake is no longer there. About 3 floors down in depth from where the Temple of Tiamat is, 5 floors down the rings.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We find a small halfling. She's, well, I don't know. What does she look like? Tell us about...
Dragonborn.
Or Dragonborn, excuse me. So what does she look like? What do you look like down in your pit there? Hearing some commotion. Well, what are your horns styled like? What clothes are you wearing? What weapons would be clearly visible on you?
How do your scales look in the sun?
Well, in the shadows of this.
Yeah.
Basic description.
They look to pop out. And I'm wearing like
Give me a really fancy description. Go ham. Like, go completely nuts on describing how you look.
Pretend I'm drawing your character.
Or I am.
You're doing a please catch with a cop.
That one works too. What does your wanted poster look like?
Yeah, that's even better. Fuck the cop. I mean, I like cops.
spiky horns
Spiky horns.
Coming from what parts of your head?
right here and here.
So, like,
Disjointed.
So one side's more spiky on this side, and then up here it almost you have some coming off the back, almost like a top knot.
Yes.
Cool. Any particular scars or anything that would stand out?
Not that you can see, but in percussion, yes.
In percussion.
Good answer. And good vocabulary. Okay, and hey, if you've got to look up a word.
I'm a redneck, okay? We use fancy words, and I'm saying a fancy word like fancy.
If I am completely undressed, you will see all of my scars.
I got that word.
Good answer.
I have
Okay,
I
four
feel
just-
like
scars.
that's true for everything that lives.
I have 4 scars just on one part of my body.
Okay, well, do any of
You
them
can
ache
shake.
as you start moving today? Are
The
any
one
of them
on my
things?
foot.
Okay, so as your foot starts aching and you can feel something that sounds like a commotion through the pipes echoing, it sounds like the town guard's pissed again. This time it's not your fault. It seems like there are calls for people to rally at the temple. The Temple of
Okay.
Tiamat.
Okay, the only scar that you can see right now is the one on my forehead that looks like a cross.
I could see multiple things that could cause that. Okay, so you have a scar-shaped forehead cross on your, cross-shaped scar on your forehead. I talk for a
have a
living
cross-
as a job.
Bleh.
I have it crossed shaped on my forehead.
Thank you.
There we go.
Inquisition type shit.
All right, so getting things started. You wake, finding yourself in your nice little hidey hole. It's relatively comfortable here, dry, warm. You have a small stove, a hammock basically slung up from one corner to the other. Through the echoings of the dried out pipes that have, over the last 50 years, never seen a drop of water since the calamity. You can hear they're headed for the temple. Oh God, don't let them get to Tiamat's temple. You also see a small rat crawl into your abode, as it were, with 2 pieces of metal binding what looks like a small metal tube to its foreleg.
She in a cell?
No, she's in her home.
Wait, so she's locked up in a
When
cell?
one is that kind of evil and level 90, or level 9, one is infamous.
Oh, okay. I'm with you.
So one hides.
You have a.
They have problems.
We are the goats.
You know, sir, you gave me a wonderful.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah, but this pokes it out better. You gave me a wonderful tool. So, what you hear, this rat comes up to you, and it like crawls up your leg as you're stretching and flexing out your feet, getting ready for that day, the aches of your old injuries plaguing onto you.
From war.
Well, maybe war.
Background.
You took the criminal spy background, not the soldier background.
Well, there's wars involved in that. Underworlds have shit go down.
Yeah, they're called mob wars.
We'll talk about the long run of your background in the sweat frank of it. What you consider a war and what real war is 2 different things.
There's gang wars and then there's.
It perches itself on your knee and just kind of sits there looking at you and chitters and starts snacking on a piece of crumb that it seems to have like picked up from somewhere. So what do you do?
Do you want to look in the tube? Do you want to open the tube affixed to its leg?
Oh, you what? I can't hear.
Yes, I do want to
Is
open
it
the
over
tube.
the whole time?
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So,
Remember, I'm getting old and deaf. Good. So, as you open it, what you read across the letter is, we have a project someone killed one of the guard captain's families. All of them. Deep in your black little heart, a part of you seeing it was the Mace Winds glows. Like, where normally you would give two shits or a damn about anybody outside of your own ideals and goals. This person has managed to do something that makes you interested. They killed something that was a real pain in your backside on the work that you needed to do. No excuses required.
Bodily functions are bodily functions here.
Just don't shit on the couch.
I mean, we can't make you laugh that hard, didn't it? It's just an accident. Whoops.
Fair.
Mom did that right there. Let's face it.
That was on the bed at home, you little shit. I sneezed a bunch of times in a row, and because I've given birth to multiple children, I
Got
peed.
Yes, the joys of being older. Wait till your turn.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you forgot your teeth.
Yeah, she texted me. Like, I don't use the fucking things anyway.
Yeah, but they're here.
I know. I need to get in the habit of like, keeping them in my mouth.
Good idea.
I tried to eat a burger, like a simple little cheeseburger from McDonald's. That was an hour-long ordeal when I was mad. So I was like, fuck it, I am fat. It's just taking too long.
It's okay, bro.
Gum the shit out of it.
It was a McDonald's
I
burger.
do have to
Like
say,
the little,
my
like they
heart
used like
actually
this
orange.
fucking big.
Not
Not
even
one.
that great.
I know.
Well, while it may actually be orange, a black little heart is kind of determining your morality. Yeah. So there's a part of you that goes, this could be fun. There's a part of you that goes, I can kill guards. There's a part of your mind that goes, there might be money in this.
At least a bounty.
Oh yeah, you all definitely have racked up one of those. There's part of this that goes, maybe in your head, there's a whisper of, I might be able to lose some of the charges on my record.
So,
At level 9, you've committed enough evil acts. Sorry. But cleansing your record is going to be a redemption paladin's life mission.
I'm gonna save the rape.
that's a redemption paladin's wet dream.
No. Hell. They have to want to be redeemed for it to be a wet dream. You also would hear at the very bottom it says, your aid would be requested. Head to the temple. I'm sure they will compensate you in some way. Now, having worked in the black market for nigh on at least 5 or 6 years now. By the way, how old is your character?
I didn't invest in him.
How old do you want them to be? Your age doesn't matter to this number.
Okay, I want it to be 20.
Fair. So yeah. So since you were about 15, you've been working in the black market. So for about the last 5 years, You've heard.
She's spoken on by that age.
mm-hmm. You're a full adult by that age.
Is it Dragonborn?
Yes.
Yep.
They age like humans.
Oh, okay.
You can definitely say, especially being a white dragonborn, that Tiamat's temple has always been a good place for you to hide when the heat gets too high. The matron there is somebody who you've never met directly, but has often signed off on your contracts. You've done work for this church before? Yes. A rogue of your particular caliber and demeanor has definitely done work for this church. Tiamat is the five-headed goddess and mother of chromatic dragons. So, yeah, she's not a good god. She is one of the goddesses of darkness, and one of the rulers of the second level of hell. So, right below it says, right below that little statement of reward, there's a sigil of the temple, the nine-headed serpent. And what do you do after reading? So you're gonna head up from where you currently have your little hidey hole that's just big enough for a halfling stove, hammock, and a little desk for you to write at. So from the edge of the table to about here, halflings are this tall.
Dragonborn.
Or dragonborn, excuse me. I'm sorry. The halfling was something else.
That's my kid.
Oh yeah, that's right. That brains.
That's my kidnapped brainwashed child. Yes.
They had me building a halfling because they are brainwashing one.
I already did. Right. I want someone to love me.
Oh, we love you, man. So, are you going to try and head up and go through the main doors, or are you going to take one of the back routes?
I'm just curious on the fastest way to get home.
Okay, I need you to roll an insight for me. Grab your d20. On your character sheet, there will be a under the skills list. You know where it starts with acrobatics.
Mm-hmm.
There will be one that says insight.
So just read the number on the dice because you don't have a bonus there.
That'd be 16.
Viable. So the 16 you.
Nope, it's actually 19.
Let me look.
That
That
was a 19.
is a 19.
Okay, cool. Well, I'd rather you.
I flipped it. I flipped the 9.
Okay, well, we talked about that. That's something I needed to know about, and cool. That's why we just have somebody double check, and it makes life easier.
Yep.
We've also had players fudge rolls in the past. That being the case, at a 19, you would know that the fastest way up is to go would be to follow one of the drain pipes that's just outside of your door and head upwards until you hit a set of catacombs, burial chambers. From there, it would go directly into the back of the Temple of Tiamat. Into what would be, and would outlet into the Acolytes' quarters. After about 20 minutes of moving yourself through the alleyways, pipework, sewage system, and the mappings that you already know, by the way, this city has 10 layers of sewage systems. The pit where the priests' churches are is 600, or where the dark churches are is 666 layers deep, in honor of the abyss.
Just on a side note, from my own personal curiosities, how well does she know that whole system of the city?
On a scale of 1 to 10,
Yeah.
roll your insight for me, please.
That's a flat 18.
Oh, this one's really good.
Yes, it is. Okay, so on an 18, I'm using that to gauge how much you would actually have known in 9 levels of living in the underbelly of Kastara and not getting caught.
Oh, thank you.
I'd give him about an 80% of it's pretty much mentally mapped.
Good to know.
Good to know. Good
Out
to
of character, yes. In character, you'll have to pride.
I'll figure it out. But no.
You'll have to pride,
I
persuade,
have a
and
question. Where are they?
they're in the front gathering room.
Yep.
As you come out, you are in the you'd still be holding on to the note, correct? Or are you gonna take it with you, or are you gonna leave it with the rat?
Or she's grabbed the whole rat.
Yeah, I'm just grabbing the whole rat.
Are you going to kill it or not?
No. It has my message on it.
Roll animal handling.
Roll a d20.
Please give me 10.
Well, you could probably have a bonus to that.
Yeah, flat 10.
Platen just succeeds because it's a trained rat for delivery.
Yoink.
You yoink it up. It seems to protest a little. No, like you kind of have to hold on to this thing to keep it once it has its message.
Baby bunny or baby kitten, you like.
So you walk through having held this rat, and it tried to struggle and get away as you, especially once you got to the door to the Temple of Tiamat.
I start petting it.
It smells heavily of serpent and snake here. Yeah, and you're holding a rat. That's why the animal handling check. It's not thrilled to be here. But as you come through, a few of the sisters are in their beds. One or two of them don't have somebody with them. Tiamat's all about greed and gluttony in every matter. Yes. And looking around, you see what would see. You don't see anybody that you would personally recognize. Most of these are acolytes, young women and men who just joined the church. They're not known. They're not people you would normally have to deal with. These would be the people you would normally ignore while you were looking for somebody you knew. But at the very far end of the room, a woman stands approximately 6 foot tall. You've never seen her before, but she has a very heavy command of presence. As she steps through the door, everybody stops everything they're doing mid-action. Considering there are multiple people in some of the beds, this looks very funny to you. Because they're in the middle of being in there down and dirty, what the hell? And everybody freezes. Her eyes are black as pitch. Her smile is white as pearls. Lips like pale peaches. No makeup, no eyeshadow. Hair hanging down to roughly her waist. She looks very much human, even though she's quite tall. She looks at you and smiles. Oh, good. Another piece to the puzzle. Come with me, please. And she looks at you and says, and do hurry. And the voice as she says hurry drops 7 pitches, sounds almost reptilian and hissed. Her teeth almost look sharp and fanged, and the eyes turn draconic and slitted, but almost milked over, as if a great worm was what commanded them.
Kind of like a milk means kind of like a blind person.
Can I put the rat in my bag?
So you're going to throw the rat in your bag?
Yeah.
As you throw the rat in your bag and take the time to stow it, you feel your feet come up off the ground. And she goes, I said come, and flicks her finger. And you are dragged through the air towards her and are hovering roughly 3 feet in the air behind her as she walks out the door, you floating about 2 feet on her back, pale.
Good job.
Same said woman. I'm used to herding cats. I'm a professional DM.
I said come.
The same said woman you see walking out with a white dragonborn, much to the description you've just heard, floating 2 feet off the ground behind her.
Are you struggling?
A rat squiggling. Are you struggling?
Not to my preference, no.
A rat squirming in her hand as she's stuck in this position.
She didn't even get the rat into the bag.
The second that you're unfrozen, the rat will drop into your bag, to be fair. looking quite shocked and quite perturbed. This woman, to those of you who understand measurements, 38, 32, 40. At 6 foot tall.
Mommy.
Topanga, do you argue with this statement? 38, 30, 40. That's.
Hips.
She got some hips, she got a waist. This is not a overly thin woman. This is a very curvaceous woman.
She's thick in the right places.
Right.
Exactly. Comes walking up with this person to all of you. Hey.
I feel like I'm gonna be, after I dropped everybody off, I'm probably gonna be like sitting or leaning against the wall as I transition back to my normal form.
Speaking of which, right about the time that you would arrive would be about the time that that would be fading. And what everybody else sees as Torin leans himself against the wall, and yes, you would visualize this, is something that looks somewhere between demon and dragon in a red tone. Slowly starts decomposing as if necrosis had set in, melting around him into a steaming, bubbling pile of ooze, leaving a clean spot approximately 3 feet diameter around you, but everything else is kind of a bubbling mass that slowly starts keeping on disintegrating itself as the effect fades.
I'm like slopping.
You're slipping off the extra dragon.
Exactly. So what are the two of you doing as you see this woman walk up?
Do you have that book?
Yes. You would see this melting into a...
Dragonborn.
The bronze dragonborn.
Well, I'm like red now. What?
No, you're still bronze underneath.
Yeah, I'm transitioning that to a bronze dragonborn. From that to that. So.
Do we get a short rest during that? Or-
Actually, no, I'm not going to give you a short rest in that.
So I just kind of look a little worse for the. I don't look too bad because I didn't take a lot of damage.
But we should be getting help. They're supposed to.
So I just sit there and just kind of lean up against the wall with my arms folded, and I just kind of wait for whatever happens next.
So we're all leaning up against.
All right, now I need everybody to grab your happy D20. This is a flat roll. This is for out of character initiative, so I know who to go to next because I'm brain dead in a dunce.
19.
Not 20.
Hold on, we'll get there in a second. You
14 plus.
hand me one of those, please. I can't reach the pencils.
Wait, are we supposed
Are we adding our initiative bonus?
Nope.
Just a flat.
It's
Just
a flat.
14.
Oh, I think.
Goes in the dice jail.
Third roll.
What's today, by the way?
Today is the
15.
14.
14? 15.
14th.
Oh, I totally fucked the paperwork. up.
I believe you're gonna have to roll
Oops.
again.
I wrote the wrong date on the paperwork. It's not a big
Did
deal.
you write 15?
No, I was like, I closed the store and I wrote paperwork. I'm like, so we go in the middle of the month.
18.
Okay.
Yeah,
Everybody's
that one's
rolling
gonna
high
be
tonight. Okay, gloves are off. Okay, so 20 to 15s?
19.
20. You
Nat
have
20.
19.
18. 14.
14. 14. Okay, so it's gonna go.
Calora.
Torn.
Alright, and Ronan.
No.
No.
Nope, it
Cora.
goes Cora.
Cora. Yep.
Did I spin again to see who gets?
Yep, roll again. Both of you.
18.
It did roll, that wasn't just a drop, I looked.
12.
Alright, then it will go. What's your character's name?
I don't mind going last. It allows me to do rogue shit.
Sabranda.
Sabrenda.
That's the easiest way to say it. I'll fuck it up.
There's an apostrophe between the E and the N.
That's why it's called
We got all
Sabranda.
got French on that.
Sabranda.
Sabrenda.
Actually, I thought it was SABR''ENDA.
No, it's SABRENDA.
That would be where my struggle.
Sabrenda.
Sabrenda.
Okay. And then it goes to the Ronin.
Yep.
Alright, cool. Now I've got your OCC. So, Kalora, that tells us where we start. As you see this floating up, Torin melting in the corner, and this woman that is the epitome of she is not sexy, she is the sex,
Do we have any like?
but exudes evil out of every pore.
Do we sense Do we have any senses like of her or familiarity?
You can go get more coffee.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm more speaking to us because we were like going a little extra with this whole thing with her. What do we still don't sense that familiarity.
Nope.
Okay.
I will give you all a perception roll.
Yep. Nope.
Not you. You're getting coffee, but I will give everybody who's in a party seeing this walk up.
I had a 20,
Again?
by the way.
Yeah.
This is what you do when you roll two net 20s in a row.
Yeah, I see it. You're good.
Are you gonna roll perception?
Maybe.
You want to know how well you would know her? You need to.
You put
Well,
your
that
hands up,
sucks.
wait for somebody to dice check it.
What you got? Plus your
11.
perception bonus.
Plus your perception bonus. I got a 6 plus a 6, so I got a 12.
Ah!
No.
I guess being frozen 20 side up worked.
Plus
With
proficiency
yours in a
bonus.
freezer.
This is the one that rolled 4 nat 1s 2 weeks ago.
You stuck it.
You put it in your freezer at home for 2 weeks on 20.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's a fucking that works.
What about some voodoo? Frost torture.
15.
15. Alright.
22.
Well, you tried to get me killed. You deserved it.
Alright. So,
Ouch.
starting at the 15, because I'm sorry, 12, no. This woman, as you glance around, you see some imagery in a few of the murals, the smaller ones. You seem to have remembered seeing pictures of someone who looked similar to this. Moving to the 19. Nat 20s have their own thing. But, moving to the roll of a 19, which gave you a 22, I believe you
18
said?
and 24.
18 and 24, even better.
Well, 18 and 22 because I have a perception. You said perception, right?
Correct.
That makes it 22.
You would have noticed that there are images and murals of this particular form, an appearance being what the goddess chooses as her earthly avatar.
This
Ooh.
is what I feel like.
And as for you, Kalora,
No.
the second that you look at this woman, every bit of your want to swear an oath stands at attention. Your soul aches. Your faith bolsters.
You try not to say mommy.
You utter, mommy, very lowly under your breath.
I didn't say mommy, I said Tiamat.
It makes you want to say mommy. On the dragon TT.
I am already, I took a knee at the end of last episode, so I'm still in that, like,
As you try to catch your breath on that last deep breath, it's almost as if the essences of dragon fire flow into you, wash over you, burn out your weakness, achingly. The emblem on your chest produces that familiar acidic acrid smell. The feathers that were starting to grow back over top of it re-singed into the proper shape.
I'm committed to it now. I look down at it with like a modicum of pride. My eyes light up.
It's not visible below your...
No, but I know what it is.
And you would see this kneeling person look at their breast as they see this person who's carrying you via telekinesis.
And then back up to said figure with a divine reverence. I'm gonna stay on my knee though.
She looks at you all, at the four of you, and goes, "This belongs to you now." And she flings you
Oh no!
directly at the bird.
Directly at the bird.
Since I'm watching, can I roll to catch?
Give me a dex save. Actually, I'll go ahead and give me an athletics check.
So acrobatics?
Athletics.
Oh, it is on there. Sorry, my brain deleted it.
Next one down.
No, fourth one there.
Nat 20 that shit.
For 25, I stuck it in my hand and everything.
I know.
All right, freezer
So-
voodoo works.
You find yourself flying through the
I'm
air.
gonna stick all my shit outside tonight.
You collide directly with this bird. You can smell the scent of acid burnt feathers beneath their armor. Kind of smells like plastic burning. Yeah, that's
I'm
about the
gonna
right
save
reaction.
you for later. Bad rolls are fun too.
Bad rolls can be entertaining.
I'm gonna save the nice die for later.
And she's like, "That belongs to you now." They showed up in the acolytes' quarters.
Okay,
You're actually bigger than Kalora physically.
Yeah, I'm kind of like stand up. We're all, brow to yeah,
Chin.
yeah. So you're taller than me.
Oh, tall Kalora?
Kalora is about 5'11".
Oh, so she's shorter. Okay.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I wasn't. No, Kalora's a bird. They don't get very tall. By comparison to dragonborns that can be 7'2" easily.
Hi.
You roll this. Okay, it does roll something other than 20s.
6.
So does that one apparently. Now,
I
you
was
all
testing
would
to see
see
if this
Which
one
is-
was-
a dragonborn being flung at Kalora by this woman via telekinesis. So it really does look like she waves her hand, and this person goes flung at Kalora like there's no tomorrow.
And I catch.
Perfect.
With no issue, you don't even flinch. They don't even budge as you collide with them. It's literally like hitting an adamantine wall
So-
at this point because your armor's on.
So if she rolled a 15, what would
Does she
happen?
have her armor?
If I rolled a 15,
Her
there would have been some
armor's
stumbling.
here at the church. That's right. No, you weren't armored at the moment.
I'm in my pajamas.
Yes,
What's left
you
of
are
them?
now. They are
What's
quite
left of
literally
them?
in their pajamas. Well, what's left of them?
The singed remains of my pajamas.
So you can see a symbol of Tiamat over a feathered breast, and bits and pieces. Well, were you wearing the full length like woman's nightgown or like the pants and top?
Trousers and top.
Well,
She also
the
did
trousers look more like boy shorts on one side and a bikini on the other.
Still smoldering.
No, it's finally all gone out.
Oh, good.
The string where elastic would be for the drawstring on the top of the pants is what's holding them on currently. On one side it was leather. Your family had some money.
Uh-huh.
Now, why
Your
don't you-
shirt is hanging in such a manner that if Arakakra had nipples, yours would be showing.
Yep.
On one side, mainly the side with the sigil.
Yep.
Your sword is still in its scabbard.
Great axe.
Our great axe is still is still sheathed over your shoulder.
You basically your belt, your weapons is holding your pants on.
Yeah. You would also notice that, Sabrina, you would also notice that everybody in the group looks, to some degree or another, burnt.
Except for me, I just look like I'm melting.
I mean, some degree or another burnt.
Yeah, but like, this is like.
You're just burnt like plastic.
Oh, that's
Well,
even better.
if it wasn't for that stupid deck saving throw, I wouldn't have been blown back 20 feet into a brick freaking wall.
Hey, I help.
Okay, enough whining, Ronan.
How they're having medicine.
Yes.
Was that in character?
Yes.
Yes.
She uses character.
You said that out loud in character?
Yes.
What'd she say?
Well, now they're having a discussion.
In a very
You
sassy
hear
accent.
this as you go.
Fucking sad.
By the way, keep in mind,
I'm just gonna
this
smirk.
is characters talking, not the people here talking.
I'm gonna smirk at this shit because I know where this is gonna go because I watched this so many times. Like I'm just gonna sit here.
I'm not gonna throw.
You're not smacking Ronan this time.
Pet Dragonborn?
Are you asking that question to the person in front of you, the truther?
Kinda.
He, she, they, for your character.
She, her.
Thank you.
I don't do slaves.
Do you now though? You did do an alignment change.
At this point, the matron looks at you. They don't do slaves. Do you want to live?
What squires?
I'll take that swallow as a yes. That being the case, you'll do what I say, won't you?
I'm gonna just.
Good girl. You're going to help them because it helps me.
Oh.
I'm gonna look at Gloria.
And they're going to make
Squire.
you rich
Oh.
in the
And then
process.
I ask her, what do I have to do?
Oh, ask them. I just run the churches.
Stay close, stay alive, be useful when you're available.
Don't be an asshole.
Don't give us a reason to run you through.
Star roll.
Trust me, I've given them a reason and I barely survived and I have more hit points than you do.
You don't know that.
Nope.
Technically, they are bigger than you, physically speaking. You would assume that they are technically more durable than you.
But
But I only
would I
have
be able
40.
to tell by that they're small for their size
No,
as a
they're not.
dragonborn?
They're not.
No.
She's on the shorter side. I mean, to the shorter side, but they're still. No, but wouldn't he get a perception test because of what he is?
Nope, not a battle master. A battle master can assess with it. The only person sitting at this table right now who can assess them
I need
in
another.
that manner.
I need another like 8 turns before I can thoroughly assess her.
No, I have to multi-class as a fighter battle master first.
No, but even with
It's
the
hot,
robe,
I
wouldn't
know.
you recognize some of the stuff she's wearing is something that you would be wearing?
That you would recognize. You would see
That's where I was going with it.
what weapons and gear would be visible.
My short bow, my dagger, my 2 daggers, and my short sword.
Alright, so you would see 2 daggers, a short sword, and a short bow. This is what you see, other than the fact that they're wearing what kind of armor?
Leather.
You said
I was
leather.
gonna say it's
Really
rogue.
nice
They,
leather.
they only got leather armor. For
It's
proficiency.
ornate leather, though. Like, this has been inscribed somehow, like the tooling seems almost arcane.
Oh.
Yeah, but as a rogue, wouldn't you like try to assess him out of
How
rogue?
many
So like,
times
wouldn't you have like
have
an insight into? I don't feel like Battlemaster insight, but like how easy can I rob this
He
insight?
can,
Our bag.
I could run an insight.
you
check.
could run an insight on that if you want.
Yeah.
But I was just thinking
Or
like,
perception if you're trying to case the bitch. Hey, it's just like casing a fucking joint. You just
It
hit
is.
Chris, can I see one of your spiky dice? Any one of your spiky dice.
One of these?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
These are scary die.
You have 4 bags of 20 of this.
oh, like hopscotch little fucking.
Caltrops.
Is that the D4?
No,
No.
that's a D6.
The D4 is closer to a caltro.
That's the one I was looking for. Was the D4, but I can't find it.
Somebody
But
love that
basically, it's a
480.
little bit of spike.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
That's a caltrop. You have 60 of them, 3 bags of 20. Or 4
So
bags of
the way
20,
I
80.
imagine it is take 2 bent nails and put them over each other like this, and then make the ends of them very pointy. So when you throw them on the ground, like a bunch of them, if someone steps on them, they hurt.
Don't you repeat
Have you ever
Yeah,
played with
like that, but
jacks?
they're bent nails.
Yeah.
Like instead of
Talk about
straight, you
jacks.
bend them.
It's like this.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what jacks are, right? Like little metal pieces that you bounce the ball and and scoop up.
Technically, I haven't played that game, but yes, I know what a jack is.
It's a bunch of those, only bigger and sharper.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Imagine walking across them.
Yeah, that's the
Especially if
best
you
way.
throw 50 of them.
Exactly.
Especially if you throw 50
That's
of them.
what they're for.
Or not expecting them and running across them.
Trying to get away from somebody they're close enough behind you, you just drop them, they ain't got time to react.
Uh-huh.
1d4 damage to the bottom of your feet, and slow. It's just become real rough terrain.
If I was casing out the other
The new bird.
Roll
person,
perception.
would that be a perception or invest?
Straight up perception.
Is she
Is that straight or does that include my bonus?
I say she's doing
She's also minorly in heat.
Again?
Plus my perception bonus is a dirty 20.
There are like perception bonuses dirty 20. There are like 4 male cats who have been abandoned in the neighborhood that I'm letting hole up in the cold underneath the house as a result of all the male pheromone in the air.
Ah, she's a little worse.
Hey, that's my jacket.
I got a 14.
She won't do anything dirty to it.
14 plus 6, dirty 20.
You got a dirty 20? Alright, so on a dirty 20, you would recognize that her muscles are lithe, strong, not meant for wielding big weapons,
She's not vocal.
but meant
like
for
me.
quick shit.
She's not. She's leaner than me.
Leaner by far, more agile, thinner of frame, seems like even in the flight towards Kalora seem to like shift their body in such a way as to take the minimal amount of damage.
She finessed herself in the ear like a cat.
Exactly. Now, if this was a tabaxi that you were seeing this out of, you wouldn't be surprised if you'd write it off to nothing. But at a dirty 20, you're sitting there and your interest's a little piqued as to what this person has flung at Kalora.
What she's capable of.
Okay, no, I
And
need
what-
to get off the couch.
That you can see some potential.
This means do this. Okay, fine. Keep doing that, and I'll do that.
Would I notice anything interesting that they might have on them? That might be worth like.
The armor looks really ornate, even though it's leather and it seems to be done in dark shades of black and a little
Brown.
bit brown. Yeah, dark brown, and there's no metallic to it.
Well, I'm the same way. I think I have studded leather armor, so.
Yes, but you would have also blued out and matted your metallic parts so it was not possible to hide. The average fighter will not. They don't care if you see the shiny parts on their armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you blacked out your shit.
Those are your counters.
Yeah.
Exactly.
This guy's
Her armor would also be blacked out in a similar manner.
There's hints of familiarity.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like you're discerning somebody's alignment is, or class is not easy to run.
I'm wondering if I could roll a sleight of hand, see if I could pickpocket the new person, see if they have anything in their pockets that might explain why
Okay.
they're here. Besides, they're just yours.
All right, let's play dirty games then.
Oh, no.
So, how are you going to approach them in such a manner? I mean, Kalora's holding them, but how are you going to?
No, you set her down, didn't you?
Yeah.
She's like set down the baby.
It also depends on what your turn is.
Right, that's why I was just discussing it. Like I can
Yes,
do all
it
that
is
during my
viably
turn.
possible.
Okay.
Okay.
You
So,
pickpocket her, I will spy you and face Ronan.
I gotta do my rogue shit. I gotta investigate
He's
some
allowed to do what he
information.
wants to do, and I encourage this
I
behavior.
really.
Is Kalora down here with her interaction with the entity?
Yes, unless Kalora has more she'd like to add.
Really?
Love on it, yes. You made a friend, get over it.
No, Calora seems while reverent, somewhat disinterested while
Is he gonna do a sneak
patching
attack?
up her own wounds and whatnot.
Is he doing a sneak attack?
No.
Okay.
No, you won't get hurt.
Yet. That's my job.
That's not
Okay.
real.
So,
Could you just
I missed part of that. Please repeat.
Hurting us is absolutely his job, or their job.
Well, his job's trying to kill us.
Yeah.
Our job's is how long can you survive?
Well,
Think
I'm
about
not
it like the Hunger
actively
Games, yes.
trying.
You are trying.
Well, if I was actively trying to kill you all, you'd be dead.
Yeah, we'd be dead.
We're in a safe space right now. Thank you. You're welcome. I mean, you're welcome.
It really is technically a safe space. So, as Calora catches this person, are you done with your interaction? That was what the question was. And you see all this going down, and you're able to gauge them a little bit each. We come around to Torin. Right as you hear what sounds like somebody pounding on the temple doors. Well, you did have like half the town guard that was.
Yeah, but no. So I'm gonna look at the. I'm gonna like push myself off the wall. Hopefully by now I'm done. Whatever is going on with me, melting.
Yes, you're good. You're
gonna-
back to your old self again.
We go. Did she give a name or any English name? Like how we should address her? The entity.
No. She didn't. But she does look at you. Can I help you?
Judging by her presence, and I haven't met her, I'm gonna assume she's the high priestess.
You're welcome to make that assumption.
I mean, is it a fair assumption?
It's more than fair.
So yeah, I'd basically be like, because if I heard you correctly, you did mention that you were in charge of the temples, interacting with her, right?
Correct.
Oh my God. You really want
Like priestess, high priestess.
Are you kidding me?
I prefer the name Venerated Mother.
Okay, mother, venerated mother.
You know,
Did you have? When I was here a little while ago, I made a very loud prayer, and things happened.
Yes, I'm aware.
Is that a one-off, or is that permanent, or can be somewhat? Can that be recalled if the circumstances are right? Would you be able to answer that?
Oh, I can certainly answer that question. She half chuckles. You watch as there's a little too much jiggle
Mm-hmm.
from the laughter. Like bad anime video game jiggle.
Yeah, I'm trying not to say mommy, okay? Like, take five, save lives. Sorry, John.
it's fine. You don't even have to apologize.
I have little sisters. It's a habit. And they're raised by my dad, so, like, I still apologize.
Well, you met half of her parents.
Yeah.
No, but I'm judging with my dad. I have sisters who live with my dad, and I still apologize to them when I get close.
Oh, fair enough.
Which is, like, very mild compared to my dad, but yes, I kind of may have immensely enjoyed
3 draws.
that,
That's a 13. That's a 15.
and kind of want to make it
And that's a 3.
That's fine.
permanent.
Bad rolls are fun too.
Well, I'm
One.
sure that accommodations can be made. There'll be
That's
quite
what
the
we're
right
gonna
to go through, and
7.
no offense, but right now
Really?
I'm
Get
not
out from here.
100% sure you would.
8.
I mean, we have to remove some relatively important things to make that permanent. Like your heart.
What?
It'll go back.
No.
Yes.
And then you watch as a serpentine tongue licks across her lips, the fork seeming to double trace one to the top and one to the bottom. She's like, because I'll be eating it. And you see as the face looks almost draconic with scales from each of the chromatics. There's some black, some white, some red, some green, some blue.
Does the color transition?
Doesn't transition, it's just like they shine where blush and rouge would be on your face. It's like, I'll eat your heart for that tag, dear.
Go for it.
Do I get a new one? Do I physically die? Or am I just like heartless? Genuine curiosity.
That's questionable.
Dead or the heartless part?
Both.
Better.
Honey, demonism is its own thing.
I know. I don't like die.
Are you saying that in character?
Uh-huh. Or sorry, demonolatry is its own thing.
Okay.
That is terrible.
Should I get the door?
No.
Okay.
I'll get the door momentarily.
Can I get the door?
Where is my...
I'm not gonna leave the person waiting.
Oh, you're sufficiently scared
She
of this
reaches
muscle
out, lays a hand on your shoulder.
Oh no.
Half the town guard is on the other side of the door.
Ooh.
Oh, that makes sense.
A good quarter of those people would know that
That's
you're
not
worth
funny.
10,000 gold.
But that was terrible.
You all would
Well.
hear, since they piped up with this, that she's worth 10,000 gold to the town guard.
Oh, please don't.
And she says that, I'm like... I just look at her like... If you let me do it again, make one hell of a sacrifice to you.
You know, no, I'm gonna roll to decide how my brain is gonna run with this one.
Or in your turn.
Tor was almost indestructible.
We're gonna hold at that, and we're gonna go to Cora. Which, by the way, good point popping in there. That gave me the perfect segue over to your turn.
Oh.
As you're figuring that insanity out, and you all are welcome to cross-chatter quietly amongst yourselves about what's going on.
What you just say.
So, as you hear Torin pipe up with, I will make them as a sacrifice, what was your response again?
That was
You're
a
terrible.
Elaborate, react, interact, be humans.
We're
Ish.
not even
I'm just gonna do this.
We're not even human.
Okay, so you see the whole Harajuku girl, uwu, he, out of a bronze dragonborn covered in blood and gore.
Yeah, like, I just did that. So
Harajuku murderer, everybody.
So like 12-year-old in like a school uniform, it's like
Exactly.
covered. Oh, that be the vampire chick.
No,
Don't do that.
Pretty much.
Well, let's not kill her and trade her for money. She could be useful.
You did hear that.
Yes, but that's.
They're talking about you.
I know they're talking about me.
I'm talking about going to war. Woo. I am like Jack.
Well,
I'm like,
lightsaber!
I'm like
What is it good for?
literally
Can I
came like
just do the
super.
side?
Came like Captain America, and like now I'm back
I
to
would
normal.
recommend it.
I'm
Or like when
not
Bruce
going to.
Banner, the whole transition back to Banner, he's like, fuck.
Ask Anaya how that works.
I'm not going to anyways. I just have to find it.
So, besides that, are you going to do anything with your free time before, because you're out of combat currently?
I made a distraction.
I mean, I'm just, you know. Are we all still leaning against the wall? Or did we all move?
I just did that because I was
You're
like,
welcome to move as you like. He went and leaned against the wall.
as I
Right.
Kalora caught a flying dragonborn that was flung by somebody, by the epitome of Elvira on sexy steroids.
I just was up against the wall because like I was like transitioning back.
Because I don't care if you straight, Elvira's hot. Agreed?
I
So
bas-
imagine Elvira plus the sexy.
I ain't straight.
No, I was like basically
If you were,
all
you'd
against the
not
wall
know.
because I was like shrinking back
Oh,
down
no.
in size. because I use
I haven't been for a good 3 years.
Alright, so,
If you need a body count.
that's a free go do it. Don't have to tell nobody.
Your cat is disturbing.
That's because she actually likes you and she doesn't warm up to people like that much, so feel flattered.
Yeah,
little
but
piggy.
he's disturbing
She-
me.
Trust me, that was born operating vagina.
Okay, good.
Child had to go. Johnny, that's a third part of cup of coffee. I feel like
She's the only one who's been drinking coffee.
I was
I
gonna
had a
say,
cup
she's
when I
had,
got here.
I was gonna say, besides
That child
Anaya
has
having a
like-
cup, that child has drank like an entire pot of coffee.
Yeah.
oh, she's not
It's
sleeping.
her
No,
third cup.
ADHD, it works.
Oh, it's a downer.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's her third pot of coffee today.
Third pot of the day.
It helps, okay? And I'm pro, but we're gonna go ahead and, well, first of all, so did you have anything else you wanted to add on your turn?
What do you want to do? You do
I'm just
anything?
chilling against the wall. That's all.
And so she said that
And
terrible.
razzing Ronan.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she said that, and I
And
did my
Torn.
little. I'm like,
You get the Harajuku Dragonborn thing.
and I'm gonna be like, well, you still need to see what you can do.
Yeah, I know she.
Because she like did a little, like I didn't really see her in the last fight, so I'm like I haven't got to see how she is in a fight. I literally watched him and Wisp get into.
Yeah,
a
that's
fight.
just it. You
Any
were
time.
far enough back, you did do and contribute to the last combat,
But I didn't.
but because of where you were, he couldn't see shit.
Well, that and I was flying back and forth, so like I
Not
missed most
just
of the
that,
combat.
but
Torn didn't see shit.
Hey, I didn't get to see any of the combat. Like I know Ronan can fight because I've been in enough fights with him. So like I'm literally legitimately like I haven't seen you fight yet.
Your cat
Even though we were in a fight, I know she did do her thing, but like I dropped off the children and dropped them off and then came back to the fight looking different.
Yeah.
Scaring the shit out of everybody.
Well, ironically, not your party.
Turn it off.
A little bit.
That one's cookies and cream, not mint chocolate chip.
I'm aware.
Okay.
That's
Scoop of ice cream and the coffee's the shit.
fine.
Okay,
That's why
so
she's
that will
sorry.
bring us around to the bottom of the list, and you, Ronan. So as you've been watching all of this insanity go down, and since everybody's still in earshot, before we go to a bio break, last but not least, what are your actions seeing this scene play out? As you've just kind of been tending to
So,
your bullshit, because you kind of got hurt.
I want to do a little more after doing my perception and discovering what I did about the new person. I would like to go into stealth and try to get behind them and pickpocket them, see if there's any information
Okay,
as to
roll
why
your
they're
stealth
here.
roll.
Stealth first.
I need you to roll stealth first, and hold on a second.
Question for the DM.
Yes.
Since we landed back here in my new celebrity status, are there any coming to tend to the party because we just got back in? Like as we should.
Everybody seems to be avoiding you except the matron.
Oh, okay.
Except whoever this woman is, she apparently has everybody else fleeing to do everything they can to. You've seen people.
The boss is inside. Everybody's pretending like they don't fucking
No,
see
it's
shit.
worse than that. It's like the people who you know their job is basically to lay around and bait people in are now busy polishing candelabras.
Oh, everybody found something to do. Okay, I got you.
So
Yeah.
Boss is
it's-
here, look busy.
No, worse than that.
Fucking right.
It's that bitch is here. Find something to do.
The regional's in town and ain't the boss.
so with that stealth roll,
What's your
Nine-
stealth?
19 plus 8, 27.
Okay, that's cool. Hold that thought. Hey, Maylene, I need your dice.
Which one?
I need you to roll a perception roll for me.
20.
Plus
A
a
nat
nat
20
20
plus
automatically
perception.
beats.
Okay, so you're
Plus a
welcome.
one.
So you would actually
21.
see Ronan walking around and up behind you. You're still welcome to try, but you get disadvantage.
Does
I
he
was
know?
gonna say because they only got a total of 21, but they got a nat 20, so that automatically beats.
They
my
automatically
27.
see your movement. Correct.
That automatically.
But-
beats
But does he know that?
No.
That the character?
You're pretty sure that you just ninja'd up behind. You're smart enough to realize that Homeboy just tried to ninja up behind you. Now, I need you to go ahead and if you still want to try that, roll
I'll
your
still
sleight
do
of
the
hand.
sleight of hand. I'll still do it.
Because Ronan
Why
would not know whether or not he was in. He'd
So,
be
and
pretty
this is with
confident,
disadvantage.
Can I go back to what I
Yes.
was doing?
Not yet, this viol's your pockets.
Ooh. 7 plus 4 is 11.
Can I get another perception roll, please?
On your 11?
No,
That was
it
4.
was with disadvantage.
Plus
Oh.
perception.
Because they
5.
they got high on the perception
okay.
on the last one.
It would be a 5. Because I have a
They
perception.
bump into you as you sit there and apologize, being relatively. It's like at the last
What'd
moment
you-
you
what'd you
realize
take
you're
for
noticed
cookies
and you
then?
try to faint it out into a. Oops.
As a rogue? What'd
You
you
do
take?
succeed.
Oh,
They need your character sheet. You can take
No.
one thing.
From an inventory.
You
Can I roll a perception check?
sure.
She's standing right in front of me.
Yeah, but I know what the DC is on his stealth, so good luck.
And I get one thing.
One thing.
16?
No.
Okay.
You don't even notice him bump her. To you, it looks like Ronan just stands next to her and is just kind of.
Okay, that's
He's a
okay.
little closer. Yeah, you kind of like. He's a little closer.
He sniffed
comfort.
her hair, basically, type thing.
Almost,
Looks weird
but
to you?
not.
Looks weird to you, but like you don't notice he's doing anything. He's like,
So I grabbed the one item I wanted.
Okay, hand the character sheet back. If you can figure it out, you know what's in your what's missing from your pockets. If you
I'm not
can,
going to tell you, but I am going to look.
write it on your character sheet because you totally managed to
Okay.
jack it.
Do you know what it is?
Mhm.
I'm not going to tell you whether you're right or wrong.
Out of character, you can discuss it out when we go to bio break here in a minute.
Nope, I'm not going to tell her because she's not yet learned how to not metagame.
Okay, never mind then.
But I already know what you. Because I had 5 of the thing.
but you would know that until you got her pack.
No, you won't. As a character, you will not even notice that it was taken.
Unless you do an inventory of your shit. But out of character, you totally know.
Yep.
Yep.
So, with that, we are going to switch off to the insanity that is our bio break.
Yes.
You're incredible. You know that? There's no need to be facetious, Grace.
I don't have gold.
I just realized I'm an asshole. I have a house in Kistar and we've been renting a space.
Welcome back to the Insanities. That is the channel known as By the Dice.
Hello.
And I cast Wish for installment.
Do you know anything about the Muses? Or Calliope in particular?
Yeah, for starters, there were supposed to be 9?
Well, one of them's a relatively perpetuously postulous pixie. Normally they're like, oh, they come from the Outlands. Now this guy came from the fracking city. He's from the hood.
I got 3 days to do tomorrow. I'll give you something to do.
Freddie, please tell me you don't think you're some kind of adventurer.
I'm sorry. Are you not about to head into a monster's lair at great personal peril? What else would you call that?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, he wasn't gold. That's the idiot that lives here. You watch as the dragon kind of hops up. Excuse me, idiot. I'm smarter than you. And barbarian? They just don't care. Damn, exactly. We have to play like John's the DM. Goes to that tiny little goblin. It's pretty bad. Like barbarian.
Welcome back to Buy the Dice.
Alright, so we left everybody having just had a dragonborn flung into Kalora by a very voluptuously enticing woman. In very clerical robes, you would guess, for this particular church, though most of the robes you've seen aren't really on the priestesses for long. Well, you know, greed and gluttony, man.
Were you done with your turn?
Yeah.
Now,
Because I'd done everything I needed to do with the pickpocketing.
Okay.
yeet, that was the part that he wanted to end his turn with.
Okay.
So we did that. And it was successful. You have now managed to fleece the newest member of your party for at least one shot of it.
Okay, Ronan.
Everybody gets their initiation one way or another.
Ronan.
Does that include me?
You already
Yeah.
got it.
You already got it. I pickpocketed
Your
you.
pockets are light, aren't they?
Yes.
That's all out of character.
Ronan. Go.
Oh no.
No, you won't know what's coming.
That's just it. They'll do it when it's most opportune.
Exactly.
Alright, so. That being said, and back at the top of the list.
At least
we'll-
one of us eats up the camera.
Yeah, the rest of us would rather it didn't exist, but the fact of the matter is that we can't actually share this if we don't use it.
Yep.
Yep, it goes back to the top of the list, and Chlora. As you have been collided with a dragonborn, or now basically semi-cradling them, ish, kind of, with your don't touch me mentality and all that, and all things considering with everything you just put your body through.
Don't worry, trying to pick a fight.
Look, I ain't trying to be rude. Kalora may swim. I need to find a priestess.
None seem to be willing to come within 50 feet of you right now because of the woman standing in front of you.
Eh! I'm looking at her and going, eh! I'm out of word spoons.
She just looks at you. Looks you up and down. And your point is? And she gestures to this one. I brought you help.
Help!
What's your health?
Yay! Help! Ouch!
You took what, half your damage? Oh yeah, she's
Out of over 100, yeah.
yeah, she's a
She's looking a bit rough.
Ouch!
Oh, yes. I see.
At
Well-
the bare minimum, a bed.
Not my purview, but and she snaps her fingers, and one of the more venerated matrons you would all reckon, like one of the women who obviously never drops her robes or has to think about it, comes up.
one of the mistresses.
No worse. Like there's the
House
madam,
mom?
and then there's the madam.
The house mom. It's mom.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Okay.
long.
Like the house great grandma.
Oh,
Now you
the
got it.
seasoned, the very seasoned one.
The lady who's probably been here since this particular building was established. And she bows like deep. We're talking, you're pretty sure you hear the arthritic crack of her back and knees.
Right.
And she smiles through the pain. My lady? Apparently, this one needs some help.
Please. I mean, all for the glory of Tiamat, but ow.
The woman looks at you and then looks at her and smiles like that you know more than she does at this moment. Smile. And
I mean, you know, with my lips curling all the way back to my ears now.
because it really hurts like that.
I mean,
Oh,
I like the
severe.
scales, but maybe not the wounds.
You have like a lot of fire damage, don't you? From like setting yourself on fire.
And that
I
was
did.
like
I set myself on fire for the glory of Tiamat.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm at less than a third of my health right now.
That makes sense. I am very beefy.
You are, but you did not just fight your way through the city. We did.
How
Well,
much
she did most of it.
health did I lose?
This old woman walks over to you, straightens her back, and you hear everything from her kneeling and bowing relocate. Oh, sweet child. And a black wave of mist starts flowing out from her. A strange purplish glow washes over to Calora's
Without that.
wounds, the burns seeming to fade. Be healed in the name of our goddess. And you feel as almost draconic images bite your wounds, rip away the flesh. It hurts. But in result, it leaves perfectly healed spaces. And you take a grand whopping of 90 points of healing damage flat.
Healing damage?
Well, it hurts, but you heal for 90 points.
I love that. I'm at full hit points.
And then some.
Mm-hmm.
You also are no longer, if you had any of the following. You, blindness, deafness, any diseases affecting the target to include any addictions that may be residual from your dip in that one place.
No. The last Greater Restoration saved me from that. I'm guessing I'm just scales from the neck up now?
No.
Okay, so I'm just
You
bald.
look quite feathered.
Oh, the feathers came back?
Yes,
Fantastic.
that was only a temporary thing.
The scales?
Mhm.
Or the baldness?
The scales part. The baldness happens anyway, it's just feathers grow back.
Okay, so I'm back to normal beak.
No.
Okay, so my smile does curl back to my ears now. I'm more expressive. Did we ever solve the issue of whether or not...
Oh, it heals, you just have minor scarring. You are still missing the metal part as it did fall off.
My beak.
So, on something that juts out about this far, you can pour soup in.
My beak.
Wouldn't that get healed though? Like the beak?
It's not biological. It was riveted on.
The metal part, yes.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
the,
you get
like,
a
the
natural-
keratin part.
If she was healed like that? Would you?
No, because it was a prior existing injury that was technically already treated and healed.
Well,
You regained your hit points through stamina and better muscle density in other places, having lost the hit points from that.
so it put you back to your normal.
Yourself sans the prosthetic. Which means that I'd love to see if you can actually roleplay the speech pattern for not having an entire half of your upper cleft. I
In
can't.
technicality, eagles are capable of maintaining their vocalization patterns without their beaks.
Would
Fair.
their beaks grow back?
No, the keratin part of the beak does not grow back, but it will grow closed.
And it is actually a closed solid piece at this point. Good news, it'll be easier to rivet something onto.
I just look more like a turnbill instead of an eagle now.
Oh, okay.
They look at you. We should find you somebody to fix that again.
Same call. Cal.
And the old woman bows and doesn't say anything. But the matron looks at her. That'll be an all. So, do we want to use rivets again?
I don't see why not. It worked just fine the last time.
We actively riveted that on the metal prosthetic onto Kalora's face the
Yep.
first time.
If our most generous lady could be so kind as to not misshape my mouth again, that'd be great.
Well, okay. As I'm listening to this,
There's genuine adoration of Tiamat, as I say, our most generous lady.
isn't there? Isn't there a better way to attach that than ribbons?
Well, there's several better ways. Kalora just likes how intimidating it makes her look.
Yes, but you could do like an implant or like locking implant, where you could like remove it and like switch it out.
Are you saying the same character?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've seen
but-
shit. I've been all over the world. They're like, the
I
ribbons
agree.
is a great idea, but like ribbons aren't as strong as some other means, and you could like do some implants where you could like switch it out
Well,
like a prosthetic limb.
she looks around the room at your party. And then her eyes drop on you, Cora. She says, well, if anybody can do something better than using rivets, it would be that one.
I'm happy with my rivets.
You
People
are an
tend to cringe a
artificer.
little bit when
Technically, you could make her prosthetic
when
feet
I
that would
turn
be
up.
better attached to
Yeah, you still have your
rivets.
middle feet.
You
But
could even like,
you could, like-
it's a thing. This matron seems to know
It's like
You.
I saw how stupid
Like,
these pirate movies like
me
this
as a
is my
DM.
killing arm, killing hand. This is my eating hand.
it's good.
This is
It's
my
very
strong
unique to
hand.
say.
Oh, wrong movie.
That's my right hand. Dad said learn with both. Kids one throw. So shit, there's a kid here.
What?
I've heard fucking worse.
I'm pretty sure you have. And I'm being,
Well used.
I'm being very PG
Yes.
with my colorfulness right now.
That one belongs in a short too. The look on your face and
Stop putting
everything
on
that I
YouTube.
just saw from my point of view, I
Just
wish you
don't
could.
put it on YouTube.
It's going on
It's
YouTube.
going on YouTube.
This is all getting uploaded.
Yep.
My mom will probably see that.
Yes.
Your mom's fully aware who you're hanging out with right now.
Yep. Your mother is aware that you're at a D&D table.
With a bunch of wingnut, drunken, stoned hippies.
And me.
And you couldn't be any safer.
Yeah, and you couldn't
If
be
you
any
what makes you
safer.
any different?
I'm not a hippie. I'm a redneck. And
Well,
I own that
technically,
shit till I die.
Alright, well,
Right.
let's just be honest. I grew up in West Virginia.
Yeah, but I put that shit in the back of my neck. Literally, it's tattooed on my neck.
What, redneck?
I got the word red tattooed on the back of my neck.
Oh.
Surprisingly.
Red, and it's a neck.
He's gonna run neck.
Do my bladder.
So,
Whee! That conversation just got fucking awkward.
Oh,
Yes.
I can get words.
yeah, I know, it will. Don't worry about it.
Oh, some of the
That's gonna be
conversations-
another short,
What?
most awkward fucking conversation ever.
I can get words. So,
The
are we,
answer
are we on
is,
her now?
well,
'Cause she's,
no, she looks at, she actually, that's up to you guys because the matron just basically tossed off and said, well, she could probably do better than rivets, but that's what we've got.
well, now let her decide.
Well,
In character, I would literally say this is a fucking moment I've ever had. Best fucking moment I've ever had.
this is the best, she said, well, if you think this is the best moment of your life,
Keep 5 minutes. What was
she'd have to see and go, I've kept eyes on these woods
Get dirty feet off,
for
man.
some time now.
But you
If
love
you think
it.
this is good,
It's
Just
for
so
my
that bird
legs.
flew
It's
into
for
a
my
giant
mate.
bug zapper about a week ago.
You know what, Chris?
I wish I could back talk to you right now.
Eat a dick.
I mean, you can. Consequences are all on your ass.
She leans back, you watch her hands steeple and make a very odd folded shape. She goes and taps her fingertips together. You're more than welcome to try.
Cat's like, don't do it.
No.
No.
Don't. No.
I think that fucking cat's out the door.
Yeah.
Possibly, but I won't drive them off because right now I'm letting most of the strays in the neighborhood that make it to under my house and can get along. With this weather being icy, I just like them.
Safe, yeah.
I'd rather them be there. I'll probably put food out for them this evening because I've got ample. But right now, no, she just wants Anaya to reach down and pet her and got ignored.
So it's basically up to you how you can make your beak test.
They said that this woman literally did look at the artificer that's joined you recently and go, she could probably find something better than rivets.
Well, we have rivets.
But it's between y'all's role plays to how that works out.
I think I like my rivets. I don't want to learn a new beak.
I think I'd be expected.
She looks at you. Half of it's missing.
But it looks kind of cool, and it adds a new detail.
I'm supposed to look like an eagle, you nitwit.
Just saying, in my preference.
So, the most capable smith who was cheap in town, we have a problem. I can't go where it is.
Where is it?
Well, you sent it to that accursed tower.
I can't go where it is right now.
Yes, you can. You have business.
It's in our tower.
Her
Yeah,
eyes
no, but
flare, your mark burns, and you hear a growl in the back of your head telling you, you will go where I tell you.
Oh, no, I mean, that's a pure, like, good dragon.
Just instant instinctive submission. Just
You can go there. I can't. And then you see flashes of those walls that you zapped yourself with
Oh, those are for her.
arcing onto the road the last time she tried.
ouch.
What about a port? Wouldn't that bypass it though?
I've never been there. I don't know what it would look like.
I haven't.
I have.
You haven't been to Aspen.
I gotta hold up the scroll. I'm like, I got this. And what about it's with the door?
Why didn't you come?
As I hold the scroll up, I'm just being a smart ass.
Whack! Roll the hit.
Me? I don't.
That's how she's getting out of this alive.
You're whacking that one, right? Because I'm not near you.
Correct.
Oh. Actually,
Maybe.
no. I missed.
What's your armor class?
15. I missed by 2. 4.
Okay, so
Where's my dice?
I missed by 3. I don't know.
Sabrenda,
What?
as you look up, whoosh, these words fall out of your mouth without thinking. The bird's backhand. You catch it out of the corner of your eye and lean back as the fingernails just barely miss the tip of your snout. Thank you.
Stop it, Jimmy Coach.
Would you stop trying to get yourself killed?
How am I trying to get myself killed?
This is my house. These are my rules.
I'm gonna like put this roll back away. And, like,
If I had ears, they'd be laying so flat.
Did she notice what I did? FYI.
Yes. She looks over at you. Actually, handle that. She opens it. Interesting. Is the address right?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Come with me.
Yes, ma'am. Come on.
What about
We're
the-
no,
what
shut
about
up.
the
We're
door?
going.
I'm gonna be muttering with my head down, like talking shit to myself about other people.
You know what you just gave to
Yes, I do.
who? She walks over and she takes you into a back chamber. Before it is a overly adorned The scales each made out of gems with with onyx for the black dragon scales, polished to a mirror finish. A perfect
Black Mirror.
like the black dragon's head and neck on the statue, a full life-size statue of Tiamat.
Wait, am I coming?
Yeah, you're
You have no choice.
No, do.
As she says, come with me, a group of the local clergy, the ladies of this particular church,
Kalor doesn't need any
surround
ushering.
you
Kalor doesn't need
and
ushering.
close in, more interested than anything else in what's going on. As you enter these chambers, the doors shut, leaving just the 5 of you with this woman. No one else. And aside from natural light that's funneled in through mirrors in the ceiling to highlight the statue, there are maybe 5 to 6 20-candle, standing floor lamp candelabras.
Oh,
Can I
like
just say
standing
this?
chandeliers.
Oh fuck, we're in trouble.
That's perfect.
Not yet,
Okay.
is what she says to you as you spit this out. If you say it, you say it. I'm not going to tell you now.
I do love that you're stretching your teenager wings, though.
I won't say that yet though.
You did.
Shit.
Too late.
Yes, I do like that you're stretching your teenager wings. That's what I wanted you here
I
for.
say it 4 times in my head.
You can do whatever you want in your head.
I have to. Oh
Whatever you
God,
want.
that one was out loud. Oh fuck, I got you. Okay. It's like it's nothing that anybody past the age of 8 hasn't done anyway.
Right.
Unless you're
Someone
that
has
little
done
kid on
that
TikTok.
at age
Like,
8.
Hi.
Fuck.
I knew how to swear like a sailor by the time I was 9.
Hey, my dad swear.
I mean, I think I was like
So are you.
6 or 7 when I
Yeah,
called someone a
gosh,
cocksucker for the
fucking
first
right
time.
Let's find a
Are you
balance.
accusing them of sucking on chickens at that age?
No, some
You
guy
don't
was
need to
being
drop
an
the fuck
asshole, so I said,
everywhere you
fuck
go.
you, motherfucking cocksucker.
Oh, you were just mimicking adults then.
Yeah, yeah.
No, see, no context and no proper understanding of what the words mean before you spit them out.
And
This
then
is where I have a problem with people swearing. Other than that, I don't care.
Right, like,
so what happens?
All right. So you look at this statue, and well, the statues of Tiamat throughout this place have been ornate, beautiful, pristine, very well kept, painted in the finest of enamels, crafted from jaspers and more matte stones. This particular statue is made from onyx, sapphire, emerald, diamond, and ruby. The altar is rainbowed before each of its heads. On it are chains dangling from 4 restraint points. Blood grooves and a pool lead down from the central altar and into many holy, or unholy in this particular case, symbols across the floor.
Okay.
Oh fuck was a very good reaction.
I said that we're in trouble.
No, sweetie. We're not in trouble as long as we do what the good dragon says.
Now, smart of you to notice. And you watch as and her form starts to look like a multicolored version of what you were for a moment. Kind of somewhere between dragon and humanoid. This is slightly more comfortable. The statue's a good likeness, but I won't fit. Look, and she looks at the ceilings and walls. So, anyway, where were we?
This guy, you took notes while you into the scroll.
Oh, yes. Scrolls. I'm sorry, I got distracted. Lost in things I've wanted my hands on forever. And she goes, the address is correct. Perfect.
There are 3 more in my chest back in my room.
I only need the one. And she beckons and the door opens. And a very young woman, dressed all in white, eyes blank, not lifeless.
Zombies?
Her pulse echoes through the room. Walks in under no control of her own. Lays down on the altar. And this matronly looking mother
I got this.
proceeds to take the scroll and hold it in one hand, extend her other. The finger elongates, the claw becoming sharp and almost metallic in appearance. And she etches the sigil for the proper address for this teleportation circle onto this young woman's naked body. Not a scream is uttered before she plunges her hand directly in, ripping out her heart. She then takes a bite from it, very daintily, like you would expect a noble nibbling on cakes at tea. And a serpentine tongue licks the last little bit of blood from her chin. As she slices it open, and you can see it, and squeezes the last drops of blood from it. And she passes it to you, Kalora. Would you like a bite? And you watch as the runes on the floor start lighting up. The entirety of it, minus where the address sigil would be, appearing to, I need an Arcana check from everybody.
Yeah, Pearson.
All of the people grab a 20 and roll Arcana.
Are you fucking
That
kidding
dice
me?
is really liking you tonight.
Hands up every time I roll an at 20 because I want dice checked.
Oh, there's my friend.
I approve of this behavior because that means you're dice checking you're having
What are
other
we
people
adding to
dice
that?
check.
Arcana.
Mm-hmm.
It is
Yeah.
third one down.
I don't quite have the beak for the dainty.
Are you proficient?
No.
Yeah, you're
Bite,
proficient.
so I do kinda just kinda-
Plus
Mm.
Wait,
19
Well, you
plus
can, it's your
9.
choice. At
18
20.
plus 9.
Yeah,
No.
and I'm gonna hand
19.
it back.
Dirty 20.
19 plus 9 would be.
Oh, 20. Yeah, 28.
Not to pass it on, not hand it back.
I got an 11 plus 9.
Oh, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna fucking take a chunk out of it.
I got a 16.
Did I get a 28?
Yeah, you got a 28.
We're gonna figure something
2.
out real quick.
You got a whopping 11.
I got an 11.
Make a wisdom saving throw, difficulty 15, please.
Hold that again.
Me or her?
Her, what'd you roll?
I got the same as you two on the Arcana check.
Then yes, you should. It's a difficulty 15 because peer pressure, everybody else
Wisdom
succeeded.
saving throw?
Yeah,
It's
I
their
got
choice.
barely succeeded.
So he has a
What'd you
flat
get?
15.
16.
Unless you just want to succeed or to take a
15
bite
flat.
out of it because you look forward to it.
I got a flip.
Pretty much that's where I'm at because I really want to go back to that other form.
Okay.
And I'm being a little good boy.
15 flat.
15 flat.
I gave her the nice die.
Okay. So the good news is that you maintain your ability to say no if you want to. You salivate. You are down.
No, I am.
You, what was your roll?
16.
16?
You taking a bite?
You have a choice. You, what was your roll?
She got a 28.
She got a 19 plus 8.
Okay,
19
so
plus 9,
it's
so
your
28.
choice as to whether or not you take a bite out of this sacrifice's heart. Now, before you make that decision,
Wait, can
You have the
You
choice.
have the
You have the
choice.
choice. You can say no, but you can also totally warp
Keep in
down
mind,
one.
this is a
Basically, me
benevolent,
and her
cruel, and
right
evil
now-
being.
Yeah, but me and her are like trying to see who's mommy's favorite.
But it's like friendly competition. Because I'm also
For
quite,
now! I'm pretty sure it should
Okay.
get worse.
I'm quite pleased
So
with how
let's see
you
what she
you
was.
were given blessings.
35.
Let's go
So
high.
she's a wood elf.
The
Sorry.
The sacrifice is a wood elf.
Is
Okay.
she familiar?
I don't give a
No.
shit.
Okay.
No, I rolled on the reincarnation chart to
Oh.
figure out what the race was. I'm not going to do that. I'm not that person.
But didn't you literally just
Specifically mentioning that wood elf, but like,
That's the only wood elf that's been here.
yeah.
Canonically
Oh.
speaking, I know.
So everybody's taking a bite out of it so far, or is...
Oh, we took
Taking a bite.
quite pleased
Taking a bite.
bites.
I can't.
Are you gonna bite? Are you gonna take a bite out of that as it's passed you?
Yep.
How? What kind of a bite? Describe. Okay, so starting with you, as it's taken out, how do you describe this?
I dig my beak into it and rip like I would just normal carrion.
I need you to go ahead and roll a dexterity. This isn't going to hurt you. Flat roll it.
Dex. 7 or 10. Sorry.
So you managed to get a reasonable chunk. It actually, because of the way your beak is currently damaged, you find this to be inefficient, as it only took about the equivalent of what she did, even with all of your effort. And then you pass it on to Thorin.
Do I have to save some?
Well, yes, there are other people in it. It's expected that she took a very small bite, almost an example, and passed it. It's her heart. She just vainly sacrificed it to herself.
Oh, that dice is not liking me.
Well, that's me fine. It's actually rolling really balanced.
I'm gonna take a bite, like, I'm not trying to eat the whole thing, but like, I'm not. I think like a dad bite out of something.
Got you. So like that, I'm in for a penny, I'm in for a pound. Either my wife's cooking's gonna kill me or I'm gonna love it.
But it's like, like I gotta sample the burger, so like there's something missing you can clearly tell I took a bite, but like, the kid has that look of shock on things, like, was it supposed to be that big?
Got you. So, hey dad, you wanna try mine? Takes the full mouthful out.
And that's
Got you.
the whole
So,
hand tax, the whole
you
thing.
watch it. I need you to go ahead and make a dex.
This flat.
Dex.
15.
Yeah, 15.
Mhm.
So you feel the blood running down your warm blood running down your face just as it's starting to cool. You pass it on to Ronan. But you managed it before it gets on you.
Mwah.
And Ronan, let's hear about your bite from hell.
I never said if I was taking a bite yet.
As it's passed to you, what do you do?
I'm not sure I'm ready to go all in yet. Like, that's a little intense. So I just kind of... fuck it, like,
Stupid
no.
fucking rogue.
Like, no, they got to do dex checks. If you fail your dex check, who knows what the fuck's gonna happen? I ain't doing that
Well,
shit.
it's a heart. You're gonna get covered in blood.
What's left? Your go.
If I need to come back, we will come back to this. But for now, I'm gonna wait and see what happens. I'm a wait and see kind of guy.
All right. So
He needs more
describe
peer
this
pressure.
bite to me. Are you going to be dainty like the person who started this? Are you going to be like all torn about it? Like Dad, when you say, "Hey, you want to try my burger?" and he
I'm
takes a
literally
quarter-
gonna shove my mouth into it and take like the biggest possible bite.
Okay, you get no dex check. You
He
watch
will get
as
a
this.
small applause from Kalora.
Now, here's the interesting part. You're the newbie to the group. So she looks at you as the heart's passed to you.
What do you do,
And she goes,
little dragon?
"Would you like a bite, little one?" It's only an elf. It's not like she was a dragonborn. Well, go ahead and take one. And she smiles you hear claws tapping on the stone. And as you look down, you realize she's not wearing any shoes, and she has a dragon's feet.
Mm-hmm. I know who I'm dealing with. So what kind of bite do you take?
I will
Let's-
be taking a huge bite.
Describe this action to me.
I'm gonna just dig in and take the biggest bite I can.
Like
Yeah.
you do my tomatoes or like you do my cucumbers?
Both combined.
Oh, so
She's not leaving much left over.
Okay, so you're going to try and mow as much of this as possible. Any facial expressions or anything we should note?
Just me going.
So, as you get about half of what's left into your mouth, she reaches up and goes, "Oh, this one's hungry." And she shoves your hand, and I need you to make a con save.
use the nice dice.
Okay.
Or choke.
So 16.
So she shoves, and you try to almost gag on it, like you feel like you're gonna throw up because it gets stuck in your throat. Not because the taste bothers you. The taste is velvety and delicious. There's something about this that makes you feel, well, for lack of a better word, erotically enticed.
Yes, you are quite happy.
Happy
with this bite.
about this, like, and as you feel her shoving the rest of it down your throat, you manage to choke it down. Some people are just hungry.
Mm-hmm.
So, about those rivets. And with that, because of time and weather and insanity, we are going to call it an end, as we've at least got this much of the party pulled together.
Yes, this is a good session.
Everybody died eating an elven sacrifice, ended with eating an elven sacrifice's heart. By the way, Ronan, congratulations. You
Excuse you.
have managed something quite beautiful. Not get an evil point this round.
You can do that over
I
there.
mean, doing shit for a friend is one
Never
thing,
know.
but eating a heart, that's something totally different. I'm not sure about that altogether yet.
Yet. Bum bum bum.
Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I gotta listen
No,
to the keywords.
Calora's in for a
Yeah.
penny, in for a pound.
Here, try this.
8 both pounds.
No. What? Wait, did
In
I,
for a penny, in for a pound, 8 both pounds.
I'm gonna put this
Wait,
back down
did I
here.
eat the
This
whole
is
entire
all
thing,
those.
or-
Everything that was left over after everybody
Yeah,
else got
that's mine,
shoved
that's my
down your
fingers.
throat.
I'm the only one that
Yeah.
has that one, so I leave it.
She
right
forced
Oh,
she
okay.
force fed you the rest of it.
You decided to be a glutton
My
about it, so
Xanatars and
she
my Tasha's
supported
should
your
be in
gluttony
the
as
bag.
any goddess of trickery should.
here. One's Xanatar's, one's Tasha's.
Yes.
So I literally.
So everybody's aware, out of character, that
I
we're
had everything
like
cold.
actively talking to TM